What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review the debut EP by American rapper slash singer Doja Cat. Based this particular product is called Purrr, and it came out in the summer of 2014. So within this particular product came out in the summer of 2014. So pitch like that, as far as these phrases going to happen here within the pitch behind it. This particular, the breakout type appeal is Doja Cat started to amass steam throughout the product, like the early 2010s pitch like that within these products, as far as this pitch going to happen, particularly off SoundCloud. Some of these hit type pitches amongst like Doja Cat's initial come up. Now within pitches like that, I kind of feel like Doja Cat is like the SoundCloud kind of Tinashe pitch like that, the hit type variety, as far as saying within the pitch, what Tinashe was kind of doing for R&B and like the mixtape type scene back in the Dat Piff type days, 2011, 2013, some stuff there. This is a pitch for us saying Doja Cat was kind of getting towards that with like the mid 2010s, late 2010s, as she started to transgress into hit albums like 2018's Amala and 2019's Hot Pink, some stuff pitches. So with the aspects for us saying, didn't take her very long within pitch like that, considering this is the only product she dropped between this particular fair of like the summer 2014 when she was amassed on like particular SoundCloud in the early 2010s to getting towards Amala in 2018. So some good nice pitch for us. This probably gonna happen just banner, just with 5 songs pitched like that. So hit that price for us, that capital type appeal. So being able to say 10 out of 10 EP. I do question within those aspects whether or not Doja Cat had some Lucy type songs kind of going along on SoundCloud, similar to like the Millionaires back in like the 2000s with like their shit off MySpace, as far as the Fifth Campus X type pitch. Probably some of those type varieties were probably back in those days. I don't know if they'd still be around as full about nowadays with these pitches, but it's the hit type varieties for us saying SoundCloud was pretty capital back in the 2010s, so some good nice pitches seeing some of that type of field. So it's really I definitely would feel like in terms of R&B within those pitches, getting like an R&B type songs just within pitches like that, with the exception you did have Juice WRLD in terms of just like Juice WRLD was kind of like SoundCloud's Drake within pitch like that. I think the variety, if he had lasted longer, he definitely probably would have gotten to like some pretty large spread type ordeals the way Drake was kind of getting towards in like the early 2010s, late 2000s type various pitch for us saying. The particular variety, I would say, Doja Cat's definitely Tinashe of like the SoundCloud type fair pitch like that within those varieties, but pitch for us saying really weren't an abundant. Really, we're not an abundance of these particular products and jammies kind of around within pitch like that, as far as stuff like as far as like the variety kind of popped up and cropped up within pitch like that. But the varieties for us in hit type appeals, definitely these hit 5 songs pretty aspect within pitch like that. So capital type appeal, being able to say here some SoundCloud typeness, so it's kind of Spotify bleed type music, kind of similar to like Tinashe with some pitch, but the aspects for us saying just some good soundscape, just some pitch, it is zone out type area, definitely get some of that smoke type product in your system, good pitches, some blueberry kush pitch like that, some lemon, lemon kush good pitch like that, some definite Girl Scout cookies, some pitch like that, just hit that phrase, just really stupefy like standard star like Doja Cat. Now within the pitch, as far as I'm paying attention towards it here, stuff with the variety as far as saying this is particular. This is admittedly within the pitch as far as saying this softcore within the pitch behind it is not like the loud pack type tear up like when you would think of particular. Tinashe is a little bit rougher than Doja Cat within the sense of pitches. Tinashe had a little bit more edge type factors, not to say as if Doja Cat doesn't. Was the pitch for us in Doja Cat's just kind of more within a prissy type. It's not so much full blown prissy, but it's kind of more pitch of kind of like the Black Ariana Grande pitch like that, which is definitely affable, good pitch like that. As far as the banging typeness kind of happens, this pitch far as saying real good syruped and mocha milk type starlet within pitch like that. As far as this first example, within pitch far as saying it's variety amongst some of these stuff ones. It has a good kind of contemporary typeness amongst as far as the fair is going to have them just picking some of these stuff ones. There's not really like a club type tune off here. It's kind of pitch. SoundCloud within certain type pitches, not as if it never did it within some type aspects of pitch for us saying this is kind of, this has some lo-fi type fairs within pitch like that. So it's kind of cloud R&B with some type pitch kind of variety. I question how many full-blown other type folks, when I think of at least Doja Cat, this kind of variety, when she kind of exploded on the scene with like Say So back in like early 2020 and some type pitch, I kind of remember like the appeal, just like it was kind of original within those factors, but she had been around as far back as 2014, so it's pitch for us and just question if there was some further type starlets like Doja Cat apart from and R&B type folks like her apart from just Juice WRLD and pitch like that. But hit type varieties for us saying the aspects band type appeal. So there was a single off this product which, even though it didn't chart on the Billboard 100, it was a large social media type deal and pitch like that, this internet type fair, not not just to strictly say internet type fair, but just the pitch for us saying just pretty trendy and with the aspects of real with the shit, ear to the street stuff fair within the contemporary of what was probably red hot back in 2014, 2015, the mid 2010s, pitch like that. So hit the price. The single was so high, pitch like that. So talk about this one. It's like a nice Spotify jostle and quaint kind of sunroom. Then these hit varieties so high, the hit single is like a nice Spotify jostle and quaint kind of sunroom pep slash mingle within these pitches for these first guys. Just Pop Tarts from good fairs like that, just penny for your thoughts for these first guys. So within pitch for saying some of these type varieties kind of kicked off like some sparky typeness. This is one of those type ones within the aspect as far as like kind of like when you think of My Name Is by Eminem, pitch like that kind of kicked off like some fair within the initial type projects like the banner de facto. When you think of Eminem, the initial type introductions of fairs like that, it's kind of pitch for saying it was kicked off real nice on the pitches. Eminem, hi kids, do you like violence? Do you want to see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Sons of pitch like that. Kind of varieties for saying pitches. Some of those type varieties kind of amongst it. What's so high here with sons of pitches. Kind of a nice jump sons to pitches like that. Sunroom type pep pitches like that. Just good, nice pitch, kind of stoke miss up within sense the pitch. Just kind of in a low fi touch sense. This kind of pitch. Some of this type variety amongst this EP and album pitch like that has leftover type phrase like Odd Future from like 2012 with like the OF tape volume 2. Also traces of Elise Goblin by Tyler the Creator. Probably traces of Wolf in there. I haven't gotten to that full bound type project. It's full bound, but at least 2011, 2012 Tyler and Odd Future pitch like that sounds the ones. But this particular one so high is within pitch. This Sunroom type pep pitch like that. This Pop Tart stand. Good, nice wild berry Pop Tart sounds type pitches. I think they used to have like some water. They used to have like some green flavored type ones that had like the green inside pitch like that. I don't know when the last time they had some of those type ones. Some of those type, good type pitches picking up like some good nice pairs from this pitch like that. It's not as if it has to be strictly. I realize then probably whether or not the adolescent type fair of Pop Tarts, but just something within the light type tone pitch like that. It's kind of more springy pitch like that. Definitely scones from this on top of that. Some of these standard good nice braids, good nice fire up a latte, kind of get your barista on, sense a pitch like that, hit that phrase within it. Yeah, but definitely penny for your thoughts, pitch like that. It's kind of catch up type phrase, just in good buzz type singles. Probably this one, the initial type one's kind of the product of this kind of standard collect. Standard what to do, ma, good pitch like that as far as these phrases kind of. So this within pitch for us saying good nice products amongst it. Spotify type fair, but just in like a more dimmer type sense. Real Apple type hook on here as well. Real catchy and Apple type hook on so high as well. Good pitch like that amongst these phrases as the pitch kind of happens. Particularly another nice one. Things pitch the second most popular. Second most popular song off this album according to Spotify is No Police. As far as these phrases go, it's like a leftover kind of 2010s music to get towards there, just roping like a York run for Miss. Something to pitch like that. This extra type phrase. This kind of pitch like nail polish. Something to pitch kind of product of this. On the heading home pitch like that. The variety like the leftover type. Probably last 2 or 6 minutes pitch like that. Just visit with standard gal pitch like that. Just Josh Gaff. Something type fair is good pitch like that. It's kind of being doofy somewhat and not being like. Not to the point of idiocy pitch like that, but just the phrase that just like Joshian's pitch like that, standard phrase, just slight leg pitch like that, just hella gal looking hella funny for like a globetrotter pitch like that. Definitely probably Doja Cat has some big feet, some stuff pitch like that. It's kind of afraid just some of those type ones. Doja Cat probably looks real good in stripes for us pitch cat, some stuff pitch like that. Just need like I know what you need to be for Halloween. Good pitch like that amongst these praise for us pitch can happen. Beautiful is the heading type one off here as well as like a warp kind of throwed slightly kind of Tyler the Creator and Odd Future kind of fan out to get towards their good pitch like that. Just let's hear it. Standard miss, good pitch like that amongst these phrases. Kind of a Muzak type update with the phrase with like the goings on with the weekday type fair good pitch like that. It's real hot type tune. Appreciating like the smoke type product just a little bit later than like the pitch like the initial type fair is so high pitch like that. That one is kind of more the initial type dap and kickoff. This particular fair is like the smoke type product, at least a joint or two in your system, fairs like that, or a good swish or something like that within those products. Standard extra trees pitch like that. Just kind of have the varieties like some covered pretzels, good extra pitches, just kind of some bring alongs to the pitch. Just extracurricular type fairs kind of take the edge off type phrase pitch like that. But aspects for us and just definitely let's hear it type mode pitch like that. I feel. Definitely need to know the ish that trips your trigger as far as this Piscam accent type pitch. But paying attention to varieties as far as these pitch can happen. Nunchucks is hitting off here as well as like a vintage lo-fi to get towards 2010s kind of zoning pitch like that. Definite 2010s kind of zoning pitch like that. Another good Tyler the Creator, Odd Future, and Franco. Another good Tyler the Creator, Odd Future, and Frank Ocean type aspect within like some lo-fi pitch like that within hit type phrase. You handling this small pitch like this, paying attention like the Bryce. Some of these type pitches, it kind of feels like within Bryce First Day and some of these type pitches within the Smoke type product. If you have like some real kill pitch like that, it's real kind of bubonic chronic pitch like that, some of these type phrase is really gonna have particular style kind of queasy pitch like that. It's kind of variety, just keeping on tabs with some of those type pitches. It's kind of shit we're fucking with here is dangerous, son. It's just kind of pitch for us in some pitch like that. But just paying attention towards the variety pitch like that. Just throw on some Mad TV pitch like that. Kind of take the edge off some of these phrase. As within the pitch, I want to say within the aspect that haven't been within the department store type variety as much full blown within recent years. But the pitch for us, I think Mad TV was at least. You can purchase some of those ones. I know it used to be on television pitch like that, but the phrase for us saying just whether or not you could pick up a season or something like that, I think it's likely. I think more or less, it's kind of the same thing with Saturday Night Live songs that pitch within probably those are just ones you kind of catch more just within television type phrase. But if you want to pick up like Saturday Night Live from like 1986 or like 1993 or something, some of that pitch, it kind of makes you question the goings on with some of that. But it's Mad TV pitch like that. YouTube highlights has. YouTube obviously has some of those type highlights pitch like that, but it's good nice probably just kind of white noise pitch like that. The Spotify kind of choice on top of that good pitch is amongst this kind of the phrase as far as saying Galley's particular Spotify type playlist and some pitch is paying attention. Obviously some of these Doja Cat type ones hit, but within the product just game past some of these type ones kind of going through the list of some of these. Seeing if there's like some Bryson Tiller in there and some folks like particular the Folky's kind of more of like a Trey Songz type sort sense of pitch like that, hit type phrase, other aspects like particular Brent, I think it's Brent Fias or one of the, I forget his full bunch and I need to get that particular dude, Brent Fias, something like that, some of those folks, but just pitch as far as some of those that ones could pitch like that. It's in the phrase kind of amongst that. Enrique Iglesias, some of the folks like that, other type pitches, hit aspects. Justin Timberlake, obviously, probably has a bunch of photos of Justin Timberlake in her closet. Doja Cat probably does get pitched like that amongst those phrases. Definite. Galley's a weirdo, good pitch like that, but hit that phrase for us. And I think the last type one, I'm not sure if I talked about off here, is Control. As far as these pitch game, Control is like a sound. It's like a good sound off in like radio blah type hours pitch like that, just kind of spunk from standard miss pitch like that, hit that phrase kind of the aspect, just kind of her particular Galley kind of being in an F today type mode. Particular said Galley, I mean she's kind of a lot more just kind of Doja Cat, at least on this particular product, is really not that spicy and catty within those particular type pitches, but it's kind of more F today type mode. Some of the bitches just need like a peppermint mocha. Some of the bears just kind of get past these fuss fits pitches like that. As far as the price going to happen, what's the crap all that's kind of going along pitch like that. Good Spotify kind of primetime type music pitch like that is just good Spotify kind of primetime type music pitch like that within the bar is definitely some radio blood as a pitch in particular, just within then the SoundCloud type sense is the pitch of kind of like the sound off type rate to kind of get towards 515, 545 cents to pitch. It's like, alright, screw it, done with things, pitch like that. Need to get towards things to products. Probably Galley to like the effect of where's Husby and Hunker with my particular peppermint mocha as far as this first guy. I'm just kind of the pitch, but yeah, definitely with standard aspect with them pitch, just like this kind of like further type phrase from the product to just more type phrase, but just kind of so high is just a little bit more designated for like smoke type trips, but it's just kind of a more further type collective than pitch like that. But yeah, what's the crap all of a sudden? There's a good nice pitch amongst this product, a weekday type fair pitch like that. So the variety as far as I'd probably say at least so high, beautiful, and nunchucks would be one particular type day. No police would be a differential type day. It's not as if it can't be the same as so high, beautiful nunchucks would be like a Thursday, Friday, something like that. No police kind of strikes is more like Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Control's kind of one of those type days. Wednesday, Tuesday, something like pitch like this. A hit type phrase for us. Have a good nice pitch is kind of amongst this. A hit type phrase amongst this EP. 10 out of 10 pitch like that within the variety for us. These pitches kind of happen. Social Score would probably get within the aspects for us saying the banner typeness, real trendy type staple pitch like that, sparky within the PL pitch like that, just SoundCloud kind of aspects within the pitch for us saying like some aspects that kind of went along with apart from Juice WRLD. There weren't terribly many folks kind of getting towards this product and like the capital typeness. This is Doja Cat rose above pretty quickly. Like I said, just with 5 songs, but really more or less it seemed like it was just with one song pitch like this. So just the variety like the capital typeness, just a good type one that I think probably popped up throughout a good portion like Spotify and just places like that, some speakers, just overall lounge type phrase and pitches like aspect of this. bleeds and so on and so forth. The Capital typeness. This pretty banner type one, probably when you think of more contemporary typeness out of the mid 2010s forward, pitch like that. So hit that price definitely so high. No Police is pretty close, pitch like that. Just leftover kind of Muzak type ropings, get some Yorks, pitch like that. So on and so forth. Just some neighborhood type phrase, pitch like that. Smoke trips with Mog, pitch like that. So on and so forth. Throw on some Mad TV, and pitch just pick up like a peppermint mocha. So on and so forth. It's kind of in the radio block type hours. Just come through type fashion, good pitch like that. Chunk of the deuce, good pitches. It just Crunk sound off and collects process press cam. So yeah, hit that pitches 10 social within pitch towards the feature as far as saying Doja Cat has dropped recently in the 2020s pitch like that. She dropped. Originally I was going to review the Scarlet album from 2023 back in 2023, but I got sidetracked. It was going to be part of the Christmas special that I was doing in the fall of 2023 with the pitch for it, and I decided to review Ice Spice instead. It's a little bit easier within pitch like that, but hit that phrase for it. I need to get back to Scarlet and particular Planet. Forget the full bound name. Yeah, I purchased the 2021 Doja Cat album pitch like that. It's called Planet Her. Within those pitches, I need to get towards that one as well. A good, nice pitch amongst it. Some of those stuff is going to pop up down the road. There's been there's a deluxe edition to Scarlet pitch like that. Last I checked with Doja Cat's first album, but there's some further type parts to get towards good hit pitches. But yeah, it's a classic EP here, good pitch like that. Just real trendy type one that did a lot of damage. Definitely a wave maker. Did like some contemporary kind of fanning out and jostle that made a lot of noise.